You're listening to PWNCAST, and it's a sick show! Welcome back, Warcraft Morlocks. You're listening to PWNCAST. I am your host, Eli, speaking to you from a crate somewhere in Ironforge labeled, "With respect, I protest." It is May 24th in patch 5.4.8. We have a new episode of Azeroth Choppers. Paul Jr. wants to sell his t-shirts. Wowhead updates their Draenor guides and video guides from Battle.net in 6.0.1. I brought the Honey Badgers with me, the Mage, who got a legendary cloak and put it on his pet. Fries the Mage, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up? Had my mic on mute. That was hilarious. I was like, hey, wait, they can't hear me. Just here, enjoying my day. Went out and had some pizza earlier, and now I'm back home and doing what I do best. So,
I heard you went through a tornado.
Yeah, we've been going through a lot of tornadoes over here in Colorado, and it has been a mess on the highways. Basically, when it starts raining, everyone just stops, and the highway floods up to like 2 feet, and everyone just sits there and hopes the water doesn't go in their car. And then it's sunny again, and the flowers bloom, and everyone goes back to work. Yeah,
wow.
Like 3 days here, so yeah,
awesome. Here. Right on, dude. Okay, and we have the Bluff with the Stuff, the beefy spam burger. What's up, dude?
I'm looking at level 100 talents, and I can't tell you, I'm so in love with this Breath of Sindragosa for the Death Knight. It's a cone of more damage. It says continuously deals 60% of attack power, Shadow Frost damage, with every 1 second to enemies in a cone in front of you within 12 yards. And affects them with Mark of Sindragosa for 6 seconds. You will continue breathing until canceled or runic power is exhausted. So it's like a big expenditure for runic power for DKs.
Awesome.
Yes, it's like a cone of dragon death. Yes, yeah.
Sounds like my morning
breath, right? It's that's my morning breath.
When my wife says your breath stinks, I'm going to say, that's the breath of Sindragosa.
Oh my God.
And this week, we have an amazing guest from the Facebook page, Girls Who Play WoW. Belle,
Hi
what's
guys,
up?
how are you doing?
Hey.
We are doing amazing. And we're excited because
I'm on the show? I know.
We're going to talk about... Yes. Yes, that's why. Wow, you read my mind. Right on. Okay, guys, let's get to it. Briefly, what have you guys been up to in WoW? Let's start with Spam.
Well, as you guys know, my wife came back after she finished school, and she's a teacher and working for the semester, so she's got some time in her hands. She said, "Get off my account." So I've reactivated my other account, and a best buddy of mine from my old guild kind of found me kind of derping around on level 85, 86 and was like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm catching up, man." And he was like, "Well, I got 3 alts that are in the low 80s. Let's do it, baby." And so I've been leveling like high level, like alts that used to be my main kind of alts, you know. I'm having a lot of fun dusting off my mage, I can't lie. Phenomenal cosmic powers. Itty bitty space.
I get this joke. I get it. Wow. Those of us who have kids understand exactly what you just said. Right on. How about you, Fraser?
Just not doing much, really. I still haven't really done any dungeons or raids. I'm going around doing the world policing and just going 1v1 against some random ally who is raising hell for a little village. So I'm still doing that. When I have a chance, I'll log on and do that. And I have high blood pressure, so when I go into those situations, when I kill an alliance, it's like my whole day is better. Everything gets back to normal. My blood pressure, diabetes, everything just goes back to good again. So I need it. I need to kill alliance every day. Or I may die.
It's like a drug.
I may die if I don't do that.
And if it gets too out of hand, I mean, his left eye will start twitching, and then his hand starts shaking, and the blood pressure gets too crazy, and next thing you know, he passes out and he just face rolls on his computer because he only has 2 buttons because he's a mage.
Oh! That's not true, buddy. Don't.
Right on.
That's not. I have to.
Right on. How about you, Bella?
Well, recently I've become a little obsessed with PvP. Fast backstory, I've been playing since 2009 and have totally rebuked PvP the entire time, just mostly because I didn't understand it. And you know how girls are. If we don't understand it, we hate it. So a friend of mine from a sister guild of ours was like, hey, let's run some battlegrounds. And I'm like, okay, this is going to suck. Literally, after the first battleground, I was totally in love. And then we kept re-queuing, and it got to the point where literally I'm like, let's kill everybody. And my friend's like, calm down. So that sparked a whole PvP gear obsession. So I've been running a lot of dungeons for the JP points. And it's really efficient. And I've been running like 10 and 15 at a time and just getting as much gear as I can. And a little obsessed with the Valor, being able to buy the Valor now, which I've capped out in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yep. I know that.
Awesome. Right on. Well, that's good. As for me, if you guys know, I've been doing the grind to fully get my tune in PvP armor, and it's I don't do PvP anymore. I just do dungeons because that's the only real effective way to get a bunch of gear on your tune right away, and it's working. I got maybe 7 pieces now, so it's slowly getting there. So I'm having fun doing that, farming, and wow, that's actually it. I didn't raid this week, and that's sad because I wanted to raid, but we were busy. I got home, we had a long day, and I looked at the clock, and I'm like, everybody's logging on right now to raid, and I'm thinking, nope, that's not happening. I'm so tired.
I logged on Wednesday to try and catch that group that we've been tagging along with, and nobody was on.
Right.
And I looked at you, and I looked at our buddy from down in Florida, and we all just kind of shrugged our shoulders and said, I guess nobody's going. So I grabbed a PUD group, and I did my Flex 1. And gosh, for the first time, I guess they grabbed me. They must have not been a PUD group because we went 1, 2, 3, 4 through 4 bosses like they were butter, and said, "Have a good night, everybody," and it was done.
Wow,
it was the smoothest Flex 1.
Well, they might be contacting you again.
I hope so. Well, the other big news is one of our fans kind of told me that I was like grandpa with the pencil, and I needed to get in with the times. and she told me I should get an account on Open Raid. So I went to Open Raid and I got myself registered. They make you do this, you log onto your character and take your pants and your leggings and your shoes off, and then log off and that's how they confirm that you are who you say you are in the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about someone impersonating you and using your name to be who you want to be.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't really know how to say it. But so I joined this Open Raid community, and I put my profile on, and I got my, all my information typed in, and I did the good little computer citizen thing. And then I figured the next logical step was to try to join a group rather than host a group, right? Baby steps.
Right.
So I got into a listing, but I wasn't able to get approval before the time happened. And then I typed the guy into the Open Raid has a little chat window thing on the side, like a flash chat channel thing, and I tried to whisper to the guy, but there was no response. I was like, hey, if there's a spot, I'd like to go. Howdy ho, but so I don't know if it's there yet, but I think that this is a great concept now that we have this cross realm rating is a reality.
Right.
I'm very hopeful of these sort of things. So the only factor that remains is factor. If you are an ally, you can only ally with allies, and if you are a horde, you can only horde with hordes.
Amen.
Amen. But regardless, I mean, we still are much more flexible in being able to get groups. I mean, back in my day, we used to have to like actually get into trade chat and be like, "Hey guys, looking for 3 more people to finish this group," and go and actually fly to a dungeon and walk in the door. Back in my day, we didn't have these crazy LFR summoning me straight to the dungeon tools.
Right.
But
times
have
have definitely
changed.
changed.
I like it. I mean, when I play games on my Xbox, when I play shoot 'em ups, I don't have to wait for the guys to actually fly to Iwo and drop into the war zone. They just kind of start playing the game. So yeah, it's kind of modernized World of Warcraft, but I'm reminiscent of the past. He's dying over there.
Right on. Oh, guys, let's get to it then. Let's talk about this new episode of Azeroth Choppers. What'd you guys think?
Oh, well, I love the Alliance bike now. As much as I can't stand the Alliance, that bike looks awesome. The way they did that. The gas tank. I don't know about the hood scoop. They're talking about a hood scoop. I don't think it should have one. I agree. I think it looks great the way it is now. I don't know what kind of hood scoop you would put. I don't understand.
Is that what he wants to add, you think? Like a cattle prod, or like a what is that thing on the front of a train called? Cow pusher, whatever the hell it's called.
The cow pusher might be the official term for it, but I'm not sure what the nickname is.
What? Oh, that's great.
Is that I mean, I know he wants to add some sort of ornament to the hood, but
I don't know. Either way, I'm happy. Didn't show much of the Horde bike. It didn't show really much what was happening with that.
Yeah, nothing really added. They put the tusks on, a few things, but they already pretty much mostly had that made. They were worried about the Alliance bike, if that was going to make it or not. And then they took it all apart.
Yeah. Well, they have to polish everything, I think.
I'm excited.
So that means pretty much they're done. Everything's going to go to paint
everything's going to paint, and it's exciting. I thought it was the first like real episode. I told my wife, if she'd been waiting to like binge watch, now is the time to catch up.
Well,
because it's finally getting exciting. Yeah.
You know what I was thinking though? They showed at the end of the episode the blue frame, how they painted the whole frame blue. They should have never done that. They should have.
I have to agree. Yeah. I'm all the way Alliance, by the way. I don't know if I told you gentlemen this. I absolutely.
I'm ending the call.
I absolutely hate all things Horde, but
oh my God.
Oh God, you shouldn't
putting that out there. But I do have to agree. I think the blue was really gaudy. I think it was tacky, and I think they should not have went with that color at all.
Good girl.
Yeah, because it just should have went with more shiny.
I agree. A lot more metal.
A lot of gold. What if they would have done gold?
I think all gold might have been too. I mean, we're not rappers. Like, I don't think that should have been the case either. I think that they should have found a really good balance between the metal and the gold. I think they should have left the blue for like accents, but I think the blue's way too much. I don't want to feel like a Smurf. I mean, really.
The cartoon.
Yeah, really cartoonish.
Yeah.
Well, it could be just a base, guys, like a bottom coat, and then they're going to add some stuff on top.
I heard Paulie saying something about he wanted to make sure the bike was really shiny.
Yeah,
and that scares
that's true.
me.
And then right. And then they're going to put a shield on the front. And I thought, okay, that's kind of lame. Why would you put a shield on the front? I was, in my mind, when I was envisioning it, and I'm not really Alliance, but in my mind, I'm thinking, you know what would have been really cool is like a big eagle's head, like in the front or something. Something to be like charging forward, something that gives speed. But instead, it's a small little tiny shield.
Or a lion, right in the top.
Or a lion, like a lion's head, just to the front.
I agree with the lion. The eagle sounds a little too Murica for me, so that's a little creepy. But I do agree with the lion.
Griffin.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. And what do you think about the sword?
Well, it didn't show what it looked like completely. I mean, those were just like kind of a rough draft of what they were thinking about.
He said he was going to add some brass in the top for accents. I think if he makes it look like a sword and not like a child's toy sword, I think we're good.
Paulie's going Thunder Fury and it's going to be fantastic. If it happens the way Paulie wants it to, I think it's going to go.
That's very true.
You know what I thought? You know what I had this idea, and I don't know. It would be really tacky and horrible, but it would be really cool if they could put. And I'm not Alliance again, but if they could put like maybe a Tauren or a Goblin's like head, just the head. And it's like dangling off the side.
You?
Okay,
That's not even cool, man.
How dare you?
Listen, that was amazing. I love you right now. I feel like we just connected. We just bonded on a very deeper level.
Oh.
I'm just thinking PvP. That's all I've been doing.
I love that idea. I think that would be awesome.
Why did I even show up today? I should have stayed.
I feel like that old Indian on the TV commercial from when I was a kid, with the one tear creeping down his cheek. How dare you?
I don't know. I thought that would be pretty cool. That's something the Horde would do, and if they did that with the Alliance, I think that would take the Alliance a different way. Instead of the shiny, and we're all about justice and peace and going forward, and no, it's going to be like we're also mean too. And look, we have a Goblin's head on the back of our bike. And maybe put it on a chain and drag it. Oh, no, that's too much.
A goblin head, that's kind of funny. I mean, that's like, like the cans following the wedding, the bride and groom just married, a bunch of little shrunken goblin heads. That's kind of cute.
Right, or like a bag full of like Tauren horns or something.
Why do you always go there?
Isn't it illegal to own one of those shrunk heads? It's illegal to own those.
Is it? That's
I believe
great.
so. Yeah, I think you can't own them. Yeah,
you have to like have it on display at the local museum. You can't have
something
it
like that,
own.
or you can't trade it. Like you can't sell them or something. I think you can have them, but you can't trade them because I saw that on Storage Wars because they actually found a box of them or something like that.
What?
I guess I better sell mine before I get arrested.
Sick, right?
This is awkward.
Ew,
I have like 12. I mean, this is really awkward.
Oh, let's talk about this. Let's just get rid of the Warcraft.
I mean, the good news, I'm thinking I could probably sell these on some type of black market situation and might be able to make some money. So this is good news for me.
They're not like
Let's get into this.
Heads,
why?
Like cousin's head or something like
Who
that.
could not love shrunken heads? I mean, what is not to love about
Are they
that?
real?
I didn't investigate. I didn't try to find the bodies that they might be attached to, so I'm not 100% sure. But I did go through a shrunken head phase. I did. No.
Smell?
no, they don't smell. I can tell you
They're
that
preserved,
they're preserved, and I don't really. They might not be. I mean, I'm cheap, so I'm pretty sure they're not legit shrunken heads. But
You bought the cheap one.
I bought the clearance section shrunken heads, is what happened. So
We got to get rid of these.
Anyway.
Right? I got way too many of these. It's time to get
I think
rid
that's
of
the name of the show.
it was like a 4-for-1 or a buy one get one free. So I have like 12
Oh my goodness.
shrunken heads.
shrunken heads.
That's so creepy. What if you're like walking to the fridge late at night and one of them's like, "Hey,
Give me popsicle.
I'm dying over here."
Beetlejuice just popped in my head for some reason, and I don't know why.
Yes, I would
He's
faint
channeling Michael Keaton over there.
with milk in hand. I
Made
would
my
faint.
I would set something on fire probably, because I believe you should set it on fire.
Wow. Oh gosh. Okay. What do you guys think about let's try to
There's
get
no
back on
recovery
course
after the
before we
shrunken
fall
head.
off the rails. No, there's not. Everybody wants to know more about these shrunken heads. It's so weird.
Yes.
It's taboo.
I think her house looks a lot like my wife's displays. We have Halloween like 365 days a year in my house.
I have a zombie obsession also.
Oh,
so
see?
I kind of have that kind of darker side. I went through this huge Resident Evil phase a while back, and I have a zombie. So it might just not necessarily shrunken head per se obsession, but just dead things, not random dead bodies, of course. But you get where I'm going with that.
Right.
Did you guys want to come over for dinner?
Not with the shrunken head there.
Like I said, I'm
Right in the middle of the table.
used to this kind of behavior.
I was on Facebook, and there was this guy, and he's like, "Why does everybody join Horde? Just because it's the cool thing to do?" And I just typed in caps. I was like, "We have zombies! Hello!"
It's kind of true.
Argument ended. You can end it there.
Yep, amen.
It's over. We got zombies. I mean, no, it's over.
Dude, their mouth is falling off while they cast spells. Everyone stop what you're doing. I gotta find my face. That's awesome. I just thought about that. Where's my...
They're dying.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so Polly
what were we
wants
supposed
to
to
sell
talk
us.
about? Yeah,
Polly wants
choppers.
to sell us $57 bowling shirts. I can't tell you they're totally my style, but I'm not paying $57 for a bowling shirt.
What did you say, Frizer? They look like bowling
No,
shirts.
they look like prison uniforms.
I don't see the prison uniform.
I do. I feel like I committed a crime and I'm being punished, so I have to wear these prison uniforms.
You know why? Because you're thinking of the Alliance Blues, and they definitely look like prison uniforms.
You might be right about that. You might be right about that.
If the Horde one was orange instead of red, we would be saying the same thing.
I think if there was more creative detail, I would totally buy a shirt. But I mean, anybody can stitch on a Horde and Alliance patch and sell it for $54. I'm actually considering doing so.
The only thing I liked about it is the Horde symbol on the back and the Alliance symbol are actually really big. And normally companies go all cheap and they put tiny little logo and the rest of the shirt is blank. But this shirt's like really, really big logo on the back. And I thought that was kind of cool, but not for $50.
57 if you're a big boy like me.
Jeez. Yeah, and the price goes up if you have a bigger size. That doesn't make any sense.
There are a bunch of fat bastards out there.
Wow. We're not getting any spams. That's it. We're done. Way to go, spam.
All the I Heart Polly people are now running away in horror.
Myself included. I mean, let's face it. You know, people who play 40 hours of WoW a week are not spending that 40 hours on the treadmill.
I think he should have made it lower price, and I think he tried to jump on the let's make money bandwagon, and I kind of
Are they his shirts?
Yeah, his logo's on the shirt. Yeah, he's the one making that money. That's all him. It's from his website. No, I'm pretty sure he has to pay some sort of royalty for selling their shirt on his website.
Are not choppers.
It's got a Blizzard logo on one sleeve, and it's got a Poly Junior Designs logo on the other sleeve
right now.
Yep.
Oh, you're right.
Good. Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy one.
I want one, but not $57.
I'm not
I'm just gonna make my husband buy me one.
There you go.
I could get another tune for that.
I could get another tune. I'm 90.
And I've always wanted
a Warlock. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
No, that ain't happening.
$50, man.
I would pay for it if it had Polly's nostrils on the side of the...
like, and it says actual size.
For $60, I wanna have my character's name like engraved in it. Like instead of like Tom the Mechanic, I want it to say Spamberger Death Knight. You know what I'm saying? Like
over the back by the collar.
No, right on the patch. It's gotta have like a mechanic's patch.
You know how some people they like they put the dates of their kids' birthdays on their body, they tattoo them. We can do that, but for our characters when
that's badass.
Like the day that you actually started playing WoW, like the actual day, that would be awesome.
That would be kind of cool.
Wow, we have better ideas than these guys.
We should make money.
We should start slapping.
I'm seeing dollar signs in my head, so I'm just putting that out there.
Jeez, that would be really cool.
We gotta recruit this young lady. She's got a motivational attitude about her.
Money.
You know what I thought too? I was like, we could also put like hours played, but like on a patch that you lift up, so it's always hidden, and then you could just like adjust it, and you could add a few numbers because it's always going up, and you just kind of lift up the patch and be like, yep, that's 2 years.
Do they have one that, like, when you walk around, they have that little meter? Do they have one for Horde play? I mean, for WoW play?
There's an
I don't know.
add-on that'll tell you like how much time you've spent on your character.
I've heard of that.
I
I will
don't
not
want to
look.
know. Yeah.
I'm so. Plus, you know what? At the same time, a lot of that's not accurate because I step away from the desk for like forever until I come back and I'm logged off. So
I have that
that's
add-on.
not-
It's Titan Panel. It's integrated into Titan Panel's plugins. It's actually
I don't
pretty
wanna know.
legit.
Don't you just hit /played or something? Time
You
played?
might be able to.
Yeah, that's all you do is you hit time played.
Well, I'm a
slash-
girl. I complicate everything,
Don't
so
tell
there's
me
an
that.
add-on.
I don't want to know. I'll cry.
Instead of an app, she's like, "There's an add-on for that."
If you type in a sad face comes on, you should probably get a job.
Yeah.
It just starts crying.
It just starts crying. Your character's like /cry.
Oh. Or it's like hands up and it's like nodding its or shaking its head. It's like, no, you don't want to know.
Deleting character in 10 seconds. No.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, guys, let's move along here. Let's talk about the Wowhead update, guys. What do you guys think about that? Or the videos? Let's talk about the videos.
The Wowhead?
Yeah, the guides for the new Draenor, the new expansion that's coming out.
yeah,
They've
got
already
it.
have
Got
these small guides.
So much information.
Got my notes.
It is, right? It's almost like a book.
So much information. They pretty. I mean, Wowhead's got the corner on the market right now. I mean, it's like
the only
I
page I
got
go to
an
now.
instruction manual for the next expansion 6 months before the game came out. I'm impressed.
Right.
I mean, at the very least, I'll say I'm impressed.
They didn't do this for Kata.
No,
Remember when Kata came out?
This is a whole.
You got like a few
whole
little
nother-
glimpses, and then
This
bam,
is,
it's out.
dude. I think very much a lot of this is Olivia because like I've been getting her tweets. Like I have to like turn my.
It is.
Have
That's
to
her name on the
turn
article.
It is her name on the right. I have to turn my phone off in class because I have like the high school students this week, and they all have cell phones, and I don't want them to be like, Mr. Spam, you got your phone goes off more than mine, you know, because they don't know that I have an alter ego. if they knew, they'd all want to be in my clan, in my guild.
You're like, son, I will death grip you right where you
and then
stand.
death grip you twice because I got all my grievous gear, baby. they don't even know.
But, yeah, I like them. I looked at the priest changes, and I think it's going to be, you know, everybody was scared because they were like, it's going to be just like healing was in Kata. And healing in Kata, you ran out of mana in phase 1 of the boss fight. And so I'm looking at it now, and I can see that they are starting to kind of back away from that, and they're starting to give a little bit more out. And I think we can manage. I'm reading through the spells and everything, and at the same time, none of this is set in stone. A lot of these percentages can change, you know, or how many yards it affects certain people, or it can change. It's still in alpha, right? It's not a beta yet.
Yeah. Don't panic.
Right.
That's what I've been saying for months.
Everybody's panicking.
Right. Yeah, it's true. I am too. I'm looking at this and I'm like, no, you're taking that
Hunters
away.
specifically,
Ooh,
I've
that
seen
was fun.
so many posts. Hunters are so, like, to the point of breaking down in tears. They are so upset.
Good.
Yeah.
Hunters
And I'm
are-
lucky. I'm a
Yeah.
lock. They're not really messing with the lock too
The
much
Hunter-
because they did all the lock changes with Miss Pandaria. So I mean, some stuff I don't agree with, but some stuff they're making better. So I'm happy with that.
That is awesome.
My first tune was a hunter. I understand. I mean, my main, you know, was a hunter, and they became so overpowered in the last, I guess, in Pandaria, in 5 all. It's about time. I mean, I expect the monk's gonna get a nerf. I think Frieza had something to say about the mage. He's got a lot of changes. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're all bad or good or what, but there's definitely a lot.
Some are great, awesome. They're taking away our nerfs. They didn't bring back any of our power, but we got some really cool abilities. If you want me to talk about them right now, or I don't know if you're done.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Alter Time is huge for mages when it comes to PvP arena, okay? Well, it used to be like a 3-minute cooldown after you did it. It was 3 minutes. Now it is 90 seconds. And Alter Time now lasts to 15 seconds, so it's basically they upped it by 6 seconds. They removed Temporal Shield, which is the most useless talent I have ever heard of. Alter Time now is going to be a talent instead of something you can just get. It's going to be a talent, so you're going to have to get rid of. You're going to have to make a decision what you want, Alter Time or something. So you're definitely going to have a PvP spec and a PvE spec at that point. Give me 1 second. There's a lot of stuff that's going to change, like Cold Snap. The Presence of Mind. If for all the mages out there, if you know what Presence of Mind is, they're taking that away. So only arcane mages can use that now, not just any mage.
Guess what? I play an arcane mage.
Oh my goodness! Oh, that's the best thing.
It's so good.
Now the bombs, or no, what does it say here? It says when you cast damage, they call it unstable magic. It's going to be a new talent you can choose, and basically what it's going to be is your arcane blast, fireball, and frostbolt have a chance to explode on impact. So instead of doing that full damage they give over time, they're just going to hit you with a full impact.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's not going to happen every time.
So it sounds like the hunters are crying and the mages are cheering.
Oh, they're making all of us better. There's so much stuff. The supernova for the arcane people, the ice nova, everything's going better and bigger and badder, and it's going to be great for this next expansion that's going to come out. A lot of stuff's going to be great. But there's a lot more to talk about. I mean, I don't know how much I could go on forever about this list. I mean, it's awesome.
I know, and then it's everybody's got something going on with. And if you got like multiple tunes, oh my gosh, you're having a lot of homework to do. Well, you know what's funny though? On the side, if you're on the Wowhead and you look on your right hand side, you'll see all these extra guides, all these little guides. And I was looking at them and I was like, oh, that's distracting. So I go to it. Next thing you know, I'm like, I got a T-Mog I want to do because there's this new guide to T-Mog my priest, and there's an heirloom list on where I can get all these heirlooms, and there's even a guide to in-game memorials, and it tells you where all the memorials are and the graves and everything.
Awesome.
And I'm like, distracting.
Awesome.
Wowhead has stepped it up by far. The best World of Warcraft website right now is Wowhead.
Agreed.
By far. No one even comes close.
Yeah, it's like a whole new instruction book.
I like it.
They really stepped it up. It's awesome. And I like the Brawlers guide, too. I don't know if you guys are in the Brawlers Guild or if you guys do those.
Well, you're going to have to now in the next expansion. Right?
Not the Brawlers.
Is that the same thing that they're going to test you out to see if you're ready for the next dungeon to be heroic and stuff like that?
Yes, you're right. But it's not the Brawlers Guild. It is the... Oh, help me out. What is it called?
A couple weeks ago. What was that?
I know.
Is it the Proving Grounds?
Yes!
Yes!
For the win,
Yeah.
for the win.
There you go.
For the win.
Nobody got time for that.
One of those Shrunken Heads told her that just now. The Proving Grounds!
Yeah.
Hey, they don't like it when you call them Shrunken Heads. They have names.
I'm sorry. I can't believe it.
Does that make me weird?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
They would carry.
It wasn't weird when I had the Shrunken Heads, and now it's weird because they named them.
Now, is it Shrunken or is it Sunken Head? Like
it's Shrunken.
Oh,
it's Shrunken? Okay.
It's the size of an onion, yeah.
You could peel them like layers.
And we're back to the heads again. How did that happen?
Because they're distracting.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just,
I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to talk and have those looking at me.
Big props to the people at Wowhead because
they're awesome.
gone above and beyond the Call of Duty. And
Seriously.
I have to turn my phone off during business hours because of Olivia DeGrayson Twitter.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Olivia. Now
I don't
so
mind
distracted.
at all though. I'll turn it off and get 38 tweets when I get home. Yeah.
That is my ETT
time. Yes, right there.
Wow. Effective toilet time.
Wow.
That's his favorite. That's his favorite like 3-letter abbreviation in all of World of Warcraft and like text-based like communication. He loves the ETT, effective toilet time. It's funny.
Yes, it's awesome. You can do a lot on the toilet.
I'm a mobile armory toilet person myself.
There you go.
My husband's like, what are you doing in there? It's been 40 minutes. And I'm like, honestly, I didn't even go number 2. I'm just handling my auction house business.
Don't I say that all the time?
Stay out of my life.
That's my auction house secret.
But I make my best money in the toilet, and I don't know if that's because your concentration's just enlightened because it's just you in a tiny room, but I do make my best money in the toilet.
You know, it's funny, but constipation and concentration rhyme.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, we are off the rails tonight.
Somebody forgot to take their pill this afternoon. I think it wasn't me though. I think it was someone else.
Oh man.
Hey, what did you guys think of the Blizzard video guides, like the crash course guides, the 2-minute guides?
Watch them.
Didn't watch them. Oh, they were great. I couldn't get enough. I was watching videos for classes I've never even played.
I think they need to be just a little bit longer. But here's what I think that they're great for. If you're wanting to roll a tune and you want to know exactly what you're getting yourself into right off the bat, I think it's great for that also.
Right, and it's not all the classes though. They are specs. They haven't done Holy Priest, but they did. And
they only did, I think, Frost, DK. They didn't do any of the other specs for DK.
Right, and I think those are going to come. Just got to give them time. And I'm thinking 2 minutes, man, that's pretty good.
I think they did each class, but they only did one spec of each class.
Right, and the rest should be
got
coming
everybody
soon.
in there.
They promised that for the 90s, when the 90s were given out, that they would do some kind
supposedly
of...
go ahead.
They were just going to do some kind of way where they could teach you how to play your tune since you don't know how to play it.
Supposedly in the Warlords of Draenor, when it comes out, there's going to be like some sort of like out-of-the-box level 90 leveling like noob zone where you can like besides just going to the what is it called, the damage dummy,
right?
Which I don't think a lot of people do. I think like, you know, Eli, you're a freak. You spent like an hour in front of that damage dummy when you leveled your what was it, your monk?
Yes. Yes, it's true, and that's the way to do it. I didn't roll and went straight to LFR. I did not do that.
I rolled and went straight to Time Messiah on my mage and absolutely hated it. Spent 5 seconds and was like, I'm out, I'm done. My husband's like, really?
Nope. Your hit rating is not high enough.
Time Messiah was death when you
I know, it was so,
it
was terrible. Worst, and I have not touched my mage since then. It gave me a bad taste in my mouth, and it was my own fault. So my husband, his main is a mage, and he's like, I don't understand why you're hating on the mage. And I'm like, He's like, we spent $60 on this crap. He's a little bitter, but I agree. I think I probably should have done a lot more research, and I think it's good that they're giving people like me who have ADD and don't want to do all that, giving them an easy way to learn what they need to know so that they're not killing LFR.
Right. It's like 3 buttons. Here you go, 3 buttons. Do these 3 buttons in this way, and you'll be fine.
Button tour.
I know we've had this talk before, but there is no reason to have a mage if you have a warlock.
I know, and everybody in my guild is like, what is wrong with you? I just thought I would get something that was a caster like my lock because I love my warlock, literally. She's Destro, love her. I thought, well, I could probably do this. And there's really, even though they're both casters, they're so completely different that it was just, I should have went melee.
One really sucks, and one's really good. Warlocks are awesome. Mages
Warlocks are the best.
Yeah, mages are what a warlock... I don't know how to explain it. There's no point in having a mage if you're a warlock. I think it's one of those things where once you're a mage, that's it. You know, you really can't go back to be a warlock. But, because you never go back to your mage.
Agreed.
Once you quit your mage, you're never going to go back. And I've been a mage now for many years. And let me tell you this, I'd rather be a warlock. But I don't have the time or the energy to make one. So, I'm just like, whatever.
When you pre-order your gosh, I can't even talk. Your new expansion, you get with the quotations, you get a free one, right, Spam?
Free.
And
that's what I'm trying to talk about. Those I don't want to get rid of my mage.
You don't have to. It's called an alt because it's an alt.
I will never play him again. I have sentimental value to my mage, and the second I quit, it's like going from a Volkswagen to a BMW, and you're like, I'll drive my Volkswagen one day. You're never going to drive your Volkswagen ever again. You're going to be in a BMW.
Volkswagen.
Yeah,
why are you dissing on the Jetta like that?
it's just going to sit there. And so that's why I haven't. I'm just saying, they're too. Yeah, no, Warlocks for the win.
Agreed.
So.
Good luck for the win.
I am playing with my mic mute button because my daughter just walked in the room, and I'm like,
I'm glad you said that. My children seem to be doing a war games situation downstairs, and I keep hearing the one scream, "I'm Spider-Man!" So I keep trying to fast mute.
That's when you gotta put your head in the next room and be like, "I'm Spider-Man, go to bed."
It's like the Halloween weekend. The kids are like crazy this weekend. Yeah.
Oh, they are. It's because school's over soon in a couple of days. They're getting crazy. And what's funny is we were watching that tornado. That tornado that came over right over our place, and this wasn't a pre-show. You guys didn't hear anything about this, but there was a tornado, and that's why we were a little late getting started. And so we went to the Wally World, and we're watching it, and it's like up kind of on a hill, and I'm looking at this like cloud, and it's forming, and it's starting to come down a little bit, and I go, "Hey, that's kind of going over your school." And my son's all, "Yay, no more school!" And I thought, I probably shouldn't have said that. But okay, yeah, it is going over your school.
Those schools are built to last, man. That's probably the safest place to be. Well, no place is safer than Wally World, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. There's snacks everywhere.
And what's great, if you get hurt in there, they'll send you insurance will cover it. See?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I kept everybody in the car.
Now, if you go to the restroom and get like herpes or something, that's gonna be all on you.
That escalated very quickly. That
went.
That was 0 to 90 in about 3.5. That was.
Yeah, it was a tornado, then herpes at Walmart.
Giving you guys advice.
What happens when the weather goes bad?
That's awesome.
Oh, that's funny. All right, guys. Well, we have 2 new admins on our page, and we want to give them a shout out. And this is for our Facebook.com/PWNCAST. And our new admin is Erin. It's AREINN. And the host or the guest host that we had on last show, which was Kristen. Is it R-I? Okay.
I before E
and
after C.
Oh, okay, Mr. Teacher. And the other one is Kristen.
Schooled, son.
Yeah, you gotta learn today. So shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. And thanks for being admins on our page because we definitely need it. And also, we do need to say that we do not have Mass with us again.
I know why.
So,
we got the Heroes of the Storm Alpha.
That is exactly why.
I'm pretty sure that's...
He's not answering any of our calls. He didn't answer my text or nothing. And I'm like, really? You get an invite for a beta, and you just everybody forget everybody?
I probably would have done the same damn thing. I can't lie.
Yeah, well, he better talk about it next time.
He better have some I sent him a message. I was like, how about some videos for the site? How about some gameplay footage, man?
Yeah,
and I guess he's figuring out the whole thing, or maybe he installed it and it destroyed his whole system. Who knows? But we haven't seen. He splashed a picture up of like the installation screen. It says Heroes of the Storm installation, and his like mouse is hovering over the next button. Right, we're both like bubbling at the color right now because we're geeking out for him. But he's got a picture of his mouse over the next button, and that's the last thing we've seen from him.
Yeah, that was the last time we heard
from Mass.
So are these free fraction changes? These are only for the Black Dragon fight? Is that what's going on? Because it only says...
Oh, yeah, they're doing a series of faction changes, and they're only for specific...
It's just a single realm.
Series.
For one single realm.
It's one realm.
Yeah.
I fell into the same trap. I got excited, and I clicked again, and I read it, and I was like, oh, it's only one, and in fact, it's only one faction to the other, not the other way around on that one realm. Yeah.
Only horde to the alliance.
So I fell into the trap. I tweeted about it, too. I was like, ooh, free faction change, and then I was like, oh, never mind.
But that's just the beginning, though. They say it's going to be a full test, but right now it's just the first test. Just a single realm. So I guarantee Either they may do it on all PvP realms, which it looks like they're talking about in this article. All the PvP realms, I think are going to go through this process where they're going to have up to a week to make that decision if they want to go Alliance or Horde. And that's what it's kind of talking about here. It's really PvP intended. So they're going to go to all these realms and try to get these people to switch from Alliance to Horde or Horde to Alliance, depending on the majority of what is in that realm. And that's how they're going to run it. So if you are in the PvP realm and you want to switch, just give it time or pay $25.
So if you want to be a Draenei or if you want to be an Orc in this next expansion, go for it, is what you're saying.
But just wait. Just give it time. Let them get to your realm and make sure you're always paying attention. If I was you and you want to leave your realm without spending the money, not the realm, switch factions, I guess realms too. That's what it says here, pay attention every week. Go to worldofwarcraft.com and see what
it looks like they're rolling
which
in every
realm
week.
They're going to be doing it.
Really? Different realm every week, huh?
Every week. So, guys, pay attention, whoever's listening.
Yeah, because last week it was a realm that started with a B. I can't remember what it was called. But this week it's a different one. So, it looks like they're rolling them out every week. So, pay attention for sure.
And then I guess the PvP is still going on, the 3v3 tournament. Oh, no, it just started, I meant to say. It got started.
Right.
We'll start tomorrow. We'll be beginning tomorrow at 11 a.m. So that's going to be interesting. Can't wait to watch the videos. I know you can go watch videos now.
Yeah, they're streaming
it's
on
live.
Twitch.
You can watch it live.
They're streaming them. Their tournaments. That's pretty cool.
That starts tomorrow, everybody. So
for those of you who are
shouldn't
in
have told me that.
Oh, great. Read chapter 5, guys, and I'm going to watch this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done, man. My kids are on vacation, man. We are.
Okay.
This is Colorado. We don't mess around. The nice weather's coming as soon as the hurricane's gone. So no school next week for these guys. Yeah. We're done.
Right
It's busted out the grill time. Time for a nice beefy hamburger.
All right, guys. Well, we got a guest on the podcast here, and we always want to know a little bit about our guests. So tell us, Belle, a little bit about your tune, your server, your guild, and about the page that you're on. We kind of already know a little bit about it, but go ahead and tell us.
I am, you guys already know I'm all the way Alliance, so all Horde will die. My main is the Destro Warlock. I know, inside you want to cry. It's okay. Main is the Destro Warlock. I'm on Argent Dawn. I actually moved from a PvP server a year ago because I got tired of getting ganked every time I was leveling. So I moved to Argent Dawn, and I'm Guild Master of the Riders of Rohan. I know it's not World of Warcraft related, but the nerd runs deep in me, so... Yeah, I had to kind of mix the two. So
you're on Argent Dawn.
I am on Argent Dawn.
That mage I've been leveling is on Argent Dawn. I have a new best friend.
There's your connection. You do.
You just made my World of Warcraft life.
I don't really meet a lot of Argent Dawners outside of.
The server's old as mold, so
it's so much fun, though.
It's not like we're getting any new recruits on.
And I stay away from Goldshire, so I'm not an RPer. Why I'm on an RP server? Honestly, I just kind of rolled the dice and picked a different server to go to, and this is kind of where I've landed.
I love her. We gotta hook up.
I don't RP at all. RP's creepy in every sense of the word. So. No offense to those that RP, I'm just not one of them.
I mean, it's a roleplay server so that you don't have a stupid character name. And it's a roleplay server so that you stay in character. You're not talking about the Yankees versus the Red Sox while you're in...
sometimes maybe I want to talk about Yankees versus Red Sox. Maybe sometimes I want to talk about the latest Sons of Anarchy. I mean, I don't necessarily want to be locked into just World of Warcraft lore while I'm playing.
I mean, when I was on, I'm back in my day. I was playing on Argent Dawn many moons ago, and the elders, the people that got me into playing in the first place, that's how they explained it to me. They try and take the game a little more seriously. because it's an RP server. Then
They do, and I do run into that a lot. Not a lot of people. There's not a lot of sense of humor running around. They're really, really serious about a lot of things, and sometimes I don't mix with that. But it's great. The server itself is a great server.
Right on.
And then
tell
the
us about your page.
I am actually one of the new admins for the girls who play WoW. I cannot take credit for how awesome this page is. I mean, literally, Val, she's the creator, and she's seriously built a really solid WoW community. She brings together so many different people from the UE, from the US. I mean, so many different Alliance, Horde. We have a really great team of admins. They're all awesome. I would love to take credit for it, but sadly I'm new, so I'm just trying to help keep the steam going. It's a great community. You don't have to be a girl to play. We are not VAG specific. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but that's what's happening. It's a great page even if you just want to see different pictures, transmogs, whatever. It's a really good community. The admins are awesome, so everybody's invited to like the Girls Who Play World of Warcraft page and come play with us. We'd love it.
Awesome.
Right on. I think eventually we're gonna end up having like every admin.
I think so. Everybody's pretty excited, and they all want details, and I'm really excited. Before I wanted to make sure I thanked you guys for having me on.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's an honor to have you guys on. You guys are great. I love the page as well. It's always dinging on my phone. Ding, there's a new post. Ding, there's a new post. And I'm like, I can't keep up with these posts.
I post every 5 seconds what I'm thinking about World of Warcraft.
And you guys have like 9 admins, I think.
There's a lot. I lose track. There's a lot of us, but we need a lot. We have a lot of stuff inbox. I mean, we have almost. I think we're almost pushing 18K likes now.
Wow.
Right. That's a lot to keep up with. That's awesome. Right on. Okay. Well, I think it is time to run you through the
Listen, I've had anxiety this whole time about this, and I just need, in the interest of full disclosure, I am the worst at remembering a lot of things right off the bat. So I'm totally going to fail this, and it is not a testament to my World of Warcraft playing skills whatsoever.
Oh,
I'm not going to give you a grade. It's more of a pass-fail kind of thing.
I hate this. This music makes me want to kill somebody. Where's the clown?
Should we give her a minute?
30 seconds. No, 30 seconds. And you have to answer all these questions. Are you ready?
Let's just do it.
All right.
Go! How many primary professions are there?
2.
Dry starting zone, where is it?
Amethyst Isle?
Troll racial mount.
I have no idea.
In what dungeon do you fight Terran Zoo?
I don't know.
Can a Pandaren be a rogue?
No.
Who's the Pandaren representative for the Horde?
I don't know.
Nobody knows that.
Is Tolbaird capture the flag?
No.
And time is up.
That was terrible.
You bombed big time.
I know I did.
Bomb.
Jeez,
oh my God.
Nobody knows who G Firepower is.
Yeah, you got to change that. No one's going to know that.
He's asked that 3 weeks in a row. Nobody gets the answer.
If you roll
the answer every week.
G Firepaw and the other lady, I can't remember her name right now, but they are like in love, and she picks the Alliance, and he has to pick the Horde, and then they separate, and it's like, oh, and then G Firepaw almost gets killed by Garrosh. So yeah, dude, come on.
The love story behind Pandaria.
I think that was a total love. You didn't get how many primary professions, because there are 11.
I thought you said that you could have.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
That's a trick question, and I'm going to call shenanigans on this one.
I'm going to call shenanigans.
Okay. All right, you get one. Draenei starting zone, you got that. Troll ratio mount was a raptor.
I should have, and I knew that already because I was just talking about this with somebody yesterday, and I feel like a freaking idiot. And
the dungeon that you fight, Terran Zoo, is the Shadowpan Monastery. Can a Pandaren be a rogue? Yes. and G Firepaw, and that's 1, 2. You get 4?
So Panda Kenji Rogue.
4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hey, that's the best. Is that the best so far?
That's not too bad then.
Yeah.
The music is
bad.
really unsettling. I feel like a clown is going to jump around the corner trying to juggle or something weird.
I wouldn't count it out.
The heads are going to
I know my shrunken heads are going to come out dancing.
She looks at one, like, all of a sudden one has like a little nose, a big old red nose on it, and the hair, and he's like, hey!
You got that answer wrong.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we are pushing our hour, so let us know how we can contact you. How can we get a hold of you?
Well, I made a Facebook that was separate from my original one because somebody made me really paranoid, but I don't need to be that paranoid. I'm not that special that people are going to stalk me. But my Facebook, it's facebook.com/SamanthaIsIt. Everybody's welcome to add me. I don't Twitter. Twitter creeps me out. You just send stuff into the void and nobody ever knows where it goes. Like, I don't ever, like, it creeps me out, so I don't really mess with that. You guys can contact me on the Girls Who Play WoW page also if you just put the inbox message, attention bell. But yeah, Facebook's where it's happening.
Awesome. Right on. Yeah, I noticed that all these podcasts, nobody's talking about their Facebook pages. They all have Facebook pages, but they're not really that active. And I'm like, are you kidding me? There's a huge community of people who are on Facebook talking about World of Warcraft. There's a new page popping up every day. There's a page for druids. There's a page for every single class. There's a page for every single race. There's pages for factions. There's pages for everything. I even saw a page yesterday for Dungeon. Everybody who likes that Dungeon.
Oh, my goodness.
That's their page. And I was like, that's so cool.
I must like all of them.
There's even one for the holidays. I saw one for Hallows Eve or something. And I was like, really? There's a page just for that? So it's active like during that time of the year, and for the rest of the year it's kind of dead. But it's still cool. So right on. Awesome. Well, we were glad to have you, and thanks for running through our gauntlet. You did awesome.
Yeah, speaking of all those Facebook pages out there, I want to shout out to some of the ones that have been very active besides the Girls Who Play WoW. There's a Mommies of Warcraft that's been posting like constantly. Props to them, as well as the Druids of Warcraft, or I think it's Druids of WoW. But you can look for those guys. They post a lot of cool pictures of night elves making sweet love to Tauren druids and stuff like that. Wow. There's a druid like in cat form with the horns, and there's another druid that's in cat form who's clearly like purple and has like long purple hair, and is clearly a night elf.
Wow.
There's like some entangling roots involved.
Right, and some of these are pages. Some of these are pages and some of these are groups. And in the groups, you can post whenever you want. And in the pages, only the admins can post. So I think it's really cool because some of these are groups, and there's one where it's like the classifieds or something, and it's almost like open raid. They're going in there and they're just like, hey guys, I am looking for this group, and then people respond, and you can get in a group that way. So it's pretty cool. So you can find Spam at I Eat Spamburgers on Twitter. You can find Frieza at Frieza the Mage. You can find me, Eli. Friend me on Facebook. And Mass, who is missing this week, he doesn't want anybody to contact him.
or you can just get in touch with the show via Twitter at PWNCAST, or by going to facebook.com/PWNCAST.
Yes, and I have a really cool announcement. We will be on iTunes as soon as iTunes approves our submission. So we are official. Yay! It's taking forever. Yes, where's my applause button? I need an applause button.
The big applause. The big applause.
There you go. Just blow into the mic.
I was clapping, but it was the golf clap, so it wasn't really effective.
Oh,
okay. Joined by like 12 heads.
They don't have hands, so...
They're gritting their teeth.
They're just in a giant mosh pit.
Do the other admins know about those? Do they know?
No, and sadly after this they're going to, so I'm a little afraid of any
guys.
You
have some answering.
I don't like to tell people about the Shrunken Heads because then people think, oh, she's a witch. Well, I mean, really, you don't have to be a witch to have Shrunken Heads.
You are a warlock. I mean,
I am a warlock.
Oh, that is so perfect. I didn't even think of that.
My shrunken heads are just for decoration. Sadly, they don't do my bidding, although I should think about making them minions.
You're probably going to have to post a picture
I'm probably
of that on
going
the page.
to. I think I will.
Send it to our page. We'll put it on.
Heads.
Right on, guys. Well, those of you who are listening are fans, as I say. If you have any questions, send them in the show. I've been begging for questions. Send us questions about anything. We will look it up, and we will have an answer for you. So send us questions, those of you who are listening, on our page, as Spam said, on facebook.com/PWNCAST. That's basically it for us, guys. From all of us here at PWNCAST, we salute you. We really, everything's been smooth. Like, first episode, really smooth. Second, third, fourth. I think one time we had like one issue, but other than that.
The first time that you did the music while we were live, you were like, oh, what's the music for?
Yes. I literally had to delete that whole part of the call and make it again and redo it by myself.
I have my husband hiding the children downstairs because occasionally you'll hear war cries from both my little ones, and
no, mine are in the next room right now, so you're gonna hear something. I've heard it on the podcast before.
Yeah, my little ones they're both boys, and God are they hell, but they literally you'll hear battle cries just screaming across the house.
Like a blood curdling scream.
Is Ben still in the call and we're just like not hearing him?
I'm gonna call him. I'll call him guys. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna mute my mic.
You can hear me? You guys can't hear me?
I thought I heard him.
You guys can't hear me.
I do hear him.
Hello? It could just be like power outages and stuff.
Hello?
They have like really...
You guys don't hear me right now. I'm talking right now.
Like miles in between the poles, so they just kind of like sway in the breeze. But when the weather gets like this,
dude, I have ADD. Don't worry about it. I'm the epitome of disorganization.
Do you know what we're talking about right now?
Yeah, like...
Like, who are you guys? Oh!
So bad. It's terrible. Especially being admin. I have... My multitasking ability, unless I have at least 2 rock stars, is 0.
That's about it, man. Just hanging out, talking to the honey badgers, and ready to talk about some World of Warcraft.
Awesome, dude. That's awesome. I am getting an echo.
Me too.
Who has their speaker on?
Lies.
Who had their speaker on? I gotta start this over.
It is not me. I have a headset on, so...
I have a headset.
All right.
It's a huge echo.
2014.
0.
Okay, I will start this over again. That is going in the blooper reel. You prepare yourself. Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry, restart it. I'll mute my mic.
Really?
Sorry.
Really? Who are you people? Never had this issue. We've never had this issue. Ever. We've been smooth through like 5 episodes. We've been smooth. This is going in the blooper reel.
He's got pictures of there with the speakers blasting in his face.
Sorry. These guys.
Yes.
You guys take your medicine?
I'm sorry. I'll mute my mic. I got it.
I got Ahmed on my screen. I'm dying over here. As he's talking and you're running the music, he's on my screen going, silence! I can kill you!
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.